Welcome to Follow the Moon forecast for the week of January 16th with myself, Shannon Hugman. So we are in what I like to call phase 4 of the lunar cycle, and this occurs when we have the third quarter square, so the moon squares the sun, and we, we build towards a new moon, but the moon is actually going to be diminishing in the sky. So this is the final week before a new moon, and a new moon kicks off the lunar cycle. So there's 4 weeks to a lunar cycle, and we're in the last week of the current lunar cycle. So this current lunar cycle started on December 26th, and so this is like the home stretch this week. If you want to learn more about the different phases of the moon and how to interpret their energies, you can check out my online course, self-paced online course, Follow the Moon. That's at shannonhugman.com, and it gives you tons of information to really learn to interpret these cycles for yourself. But what these videos are about is about me piecing it together to you. So let's cut to the chase. Piecing it together for you. So let's cut to the chase. This week, the sun is going to enter Aquarius. So we are having these shifty energies where we've been in some Capricorn times, not to mention some pretty huge, massive, monumental Capricorn times. And so we're getting like some reprieve. We're getting like a little bit of like a lunch break in a way. And the energy of Aquarius really thrives when it detaches emotionally, when it takes a step back. And so it's really important this week to give ourselves a step back, to take that step back, to take a look at everything that's unfolded, not from a place of like trying to figure it out or piece it together, but just in a place of like, let's assess the information. Let's just take in all the details. Now, at the same time, we also have what's called the dark moon. And see, these are the days leading up to the new moon. So the new moon is happening next week on January 24th, so the few days leading up to it, maybe you'll feel it all week, we are in this time where the moon gets darker and darker and darker and darker because the moon is coming towards the sun. The sun overshines over the moon, so we won't be able to see the moon later this week. And when the beginning of the week, it's just going to be really little. We'll see like the little crescent more in the morning. So because this is the final phase of the moon, we are really, what the dark moon time, the time before a new moon, is a time of rest. It's a time of entering into the darkness, but darkness isn't bad. Darkness is about sleep. Darkness is about relaxing. Darkness is about coming into that womb energy within ourselves. And so if anything, this is a week where less is more, where the best action we can take is to take a step back, to just assess the situation, to get our bearings, because next week we're coming in to a new moon and a whole new journey is beginning. So we're at the end of the marathon, so make sure to hydrate, make sure to take care of yourself, and gear up for an exciting new cycle that's just around the corner. This week we have the moon approaching the sun. So this is the third phase of the lunar cycle. And essentially what is happening is the moon creates what's called a square or a 90-degree angle to the sun. So the week kicks off with the moon in Libra on track to connect with the sun. And this is this final quarter square, and this is what's called the dark of the moon. Once the moon enters around Capricorn, we're going to be officially in that dark of the moon. And you can see that the sun is gearing up to switch from Capricorn to Aquarius. Welcome to your full moon musings for each of the 12 signs. Aries, you've built so much, you've come so far. Take a second to enjoy the view from here. Taurus, your beliefs either open doors or slam them shut. Gemini, nothing is certain, nothing is known, but that's okay because it leaves room for surprises. Cancer, love yourself and so will everyone else. But if loving yourself feels impossible, start with acceptance. Leo, take it moment by moment, breath by breath, and remember to stay hydrated. Virgo, how much fun can you have? That's easier said than done. Libra, rest and cuddle up, reach for what feels comfortable. Scorpio, you've spoken up, you've said a lot, and now it's okay if you want to rest your voice. Sagittarius, receiving sometimes means being in a space of inaction. Not for forever, but just for a moment or two. Capricorn, feel proud of yourself. Give yourself some credit. Cut yourself some slack. Aquarius, it's darkest before the dawn, but sunrise is coming. Pisces, your people will find you and they will love you. Don't settle for anything less.